Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is your first time here. Hey, I'm Big Dave. This is Wrestling Montage Media. We do custom entrance videos. We do reaction videos, as you can see. We also do podcasts. We're doing a lot of different things over here, so make sure to hit that like and subscribe. I've upgraded my equipment here. We got a new microphone, got a background, got a new little setup, did some rearranging. So, we're just trying to do some different things and grow the channel. But in the meanwhile, we're finna react to this video by WrestleMania, fallout from the Royal Rumble 2025. There's been a lot going on, so let's get into it, guys.
What is going on, guys? It is WrestleMania here, back with some more news. Yeah, we don't stop. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including a top WWE star legit furious and walked out of the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I heard about that, and I think you know who it is. I heard that Drew was pissed, but we'll see. We'll get into it.
John Cena disappearing again. Fans extremely unhappy with WWE. Is Nikki Bella back full-time? Jacob Fatu breaks character. Has Alexa Bliss re-signed with WWE? Is Cody Rhodes injured? And much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Follow us on Facebook.
I'm sure you guys know who WrestleMania is. They're a huge YouTube channel. They've been around for years. So if you haven't subscribed to them already, just go ahead and find them and right here on YouTube
For exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on WrestleMania X.
And I just want to give a shout out to Kicking It with Ross. He's been really my main inspiration for reacting to videos like this. So shout outs to him.
And now let's hit the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at a top WWE star legit furious and walked out of the Royal Rumble. Our top story today takes a look at shocking news coming out of last night's Royal Rumble event, as it's transpired that after Drew McIntyre was eliminated, he proceeded to storm out of the building. PW Insider were the first outlet to officially break the news, saying, while PWInsiderElite.com is working to confirm details, something went wrong with Drew McIntyre's elimination from the Men's Rumble.
Yeah, you could kind of tell too when it was really weird how he was eliminated, and just the timing of it was just off. I forget right now who did it, but it was just like, what the hell? Especially with how everything went with him last year with CM Punk. He had the biggest storyline, and it's about your showing in the Royal Rumble. You don't necessarily have to win, but just how he was eliminated and just where was that. It was just really odd.
When McIntyre returned to the back, he was screaming and cursing that someone had to get their moves in at the expense of a number of stories in the match. We're told McIntyre pretty loudly stormed out of the building and was gone well before the Rumble match ended. Now, it's not exactly clear what happened with his elimination, yet his elimination at the hands of Damian Priest felt random and unplanned. The Observer would follow up the report, and according to them, McIntyre isn't the only one that's furious. Now, there's a guy that a lot of people were pissed at in that match, with the idea that he was trying to get himself over and not the match over, and he was doing things. I don't want to mention his name, it'll probably come out tomorrow, because it's only one person telling me the name, but it's multiple people telling me that the Drew thing, he wasn't happy. It's not an angle. If they end up doing an angle with the person later, which there's no hints of anything, but I heard that Drew was not the only one unhappy about the situation.
I don't know if it was Priest himself, even though Priest was the one that eliminated him, but we've seen Drew and Priest several times. So if they was to run that back, sure, but just do it, on Raw and SmackDown. No, we don't want to see it at WrestleMania because Damian cashed in on Drew last year. So I don't know.
There were a plethora of top names left in the match during McIntyre's exit, so it'll be interesting to see if the specific name surfaces over the coming days. Next up, Cody Rhodes injured.
Cody Rhodes, he sold the hell out of that one spot that Kevin Owens had suplexed him on the ladder. I don't know if that's where they're going with this, but I'm just assuming because he was pretty beat up, and of course Kevin got the Alabama Slam through the ladder, and that shit was crazy.
There's some major news coming out of the Royal Rumble as WWE are officially claiming that WWE Champion Cody Rhodes is injured. WWE confirmed the news via their digital team, saying Cody Rhodes is dealing with multiple injuries.
Yeah.
I can't confirm the intensity or severity of those injuries, but what I will tell you is that they are bad enough that Cody will not be addressing the media in tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure Cody has had lingering injuries. A lot of pro wrestlers do, but they just want to keep going, especially with Cody Rhodes being the WWE champion. He wants to push forward, and he wants to, he has the company on his back. He's the the quote unquote golden boy. He's the one on top. He's the face. So of course, with lingering injuries, he wants to be able to keep going. But hey, them injuries keep up with you. Me and Cody, we're around the same age. He's 39, I'm 39, and it don't get no easier from that point, especially as long as he's been wrestling.
Press conference. In fact, his in-ring status may be up in the air as well. What I can confirm is that Cody Rhodes will attend Friday Night SmackDown in Memphis. Rhodes was obviously banged up following his brutal ladder match versus Kevin Owens, and it remains to be seen if this is a kayfabe injury or the
Oh, look at Jordan. I love Jordan Grace.
American Nightmare is legitimately hurt. Next up, John Cena disappearing again.
Yeah, I seen I don't know if you guys caught John Cena after the Royal Rumble. He was just basically saying how he wants the main event, the main WrestleMania, and he wants to go for number 17. Like, he's confirmed it. A lot of people.
One of the main.
Ooh, my bad. A lot of people was kind of wondering, hey, he's gonna go for 17, or should he? And he wanted to do it at Mania, but of course the matchups. There's so many different ways you can go with it. Cena's last match, in my opinion, should be Randy. It doesn't need to be for a championship, obviously, but if he decides, if they book him to win a championship, it won't be the World Championship. We know that, but.
Criticisms directed towards WWE over the past month is the lack of John Cena. Fans were led to believe that Cena would be full-time.
Yeah, Cena said he's going to Hungary to go film a movie for the next month.
In WWE, yet when it comes to TV appearances, he's only appeared on Raw on the Netflix premiere. Now, this is unfortunately going to continue, as Cena is now off to Hungary to film a movie, but it's confirmed for the Elimination Chamber event.
Yep.
Speaking on the post-Royal Rumble press conference, this is what Cena had to say. Yes, I'm flying back to Hungary to film a movie. What I'm going to do is my 5 other opponents 1 month to slander my name and bolster their self-confidence the best that I can. Some fans are theorizing that Cena not committing full-time to WWE, not yet at least, that WWE didn't want to give Cena the Rumble win and decided to go in an alternative direction. This theory could have some merit, especially with the sporadic and random nature of Jey Uso's win.
Man, it was very, very random. I was in shock, like, just down to the final 2 people was just like, yo, Cena, he could win. Jey winning, like, I mean, that's only because I've been watching Jey Uso ever since he came in, him and his brother in 2010 when they came in with Tamina. And just over the years, of course, they had the face paint. They were celebrating their culture throughout, their first run. And then they switched it up in 2017 and they became better known for who they are now. And when Jey started cutting his own promos, because we saw more personality from Jim, but not Jey. And then when Jey started to do his thing and come up, and you really saw, like, especially with the feuds with him and the New Day, it was just incredible, just how they started to develop. So I'm happy about it. Hopefully they go all the way with it. Maybe he want to run it back with Gunther. We'll see.
Next up, fans extremely unhappy with WWE. Now, the Royal Rumble is traditionally a polarizing event, and fans are letting their voices be heard when it comes to the 2 respective winners of the Royal Rumble. Both YouTube uploads of Charlotte Flair and Jey Uso's win have 22,000 dislikes on YouTube.
Holy crap, I didn't know that. Oh my God. I did not know the like to dislike ratio was like that. I understand the Charlotte one though. I understand. I get it. Charlotte is she's great, but she's handed things. She's handed everything. It's pretty crazy. But with Jey, people could be disappointed, but you can't say he don't deserve it. He's the most over guy right now. I'm sure he's moving the most merch. He has the catchphrase. He has the entrance. He has the fan base. So I mean, it's a no-brainer. But if he didn't win this, then when will he win?
And the consensus on X is one of confusion and unhappiness. And when it comes to Flair, her win was somewhat expected, but Jey's win has truly hit a nerve with a portion of the audience. Next up, a WrestleMania match confirmed. Now, as expected, Jey Uso is set to challenge Gunther for the world title at WrestleMania 41. Jey confirmed the plans on the post-Rumble press conference, saying, "When I won the Royal Rumble, I was screaming Gunther, Gunther, Gunther. But now it's after the Rumble. I'm looking at both of them like, alright, we're gonna yeet here or yeet here. I don't know, man. But I would say one more crack at Gunther. I really feel like I can beat Gunther. Yeet." The WWE has a tough task in building up Jey for the matchup, especially considering WWE literally booked Jey versus Gunther 8 days ago, and the ring general won clean as a whistle. But speaking of Jey Uso's win, Roman Reigns reacted with a yeet on X.
Yeet.
I'm sure he's proud of his cousin brother. Next up, WWE keeping Michael Hayes around. Now, with Michael Hayes being named directly in the Janelle Grant lawsuit, it's expected Hayes to be pulled from his WWE duties. However, that hasn't occurred, and Hayes was said to be working backstage at the Royal Rumble event last night. Hayes even appeared on camera for a brief second during the Triple H and...
No, the things that should be getting the more dislikes is this. I'm an older person of a different generation, and I'm just saying that I'm not interested at all in the social media aspect of WWE. I understand they want to attract those fans, but the I Show Speed, the Kai, I mean, do your thing. It's just not for me.
Speed backstage skit, so WWE aren't exactly hiding him. Next up, Nikki Bella back full-time. And Nikki Bella would enter the Women's Royal Rumble at the prestigious number 30 spot. And Bella showed the world that she has what it takes to
Nikki look good. She look a little older, obviously, but she looks great.
Hang with the modern roster.
I hope she's back full-time. I really liked her run with the Divas title back in the day. She really stepped up, and she's way better than Brie.
Based on her interviews with WWE Digital, it does appear that Nikki is back full-time, as she listed a range of names that she now wants to work with in WWE. There are a lot of people. There are parts of me that have unfinished business, long business with Charlotte Flair, but also Liv Morgan. It's great to see some of my girls back here. We still have Naomi and Natty. I've never caused chaos to Bayley. That's someone I've really been loving. I kind of want to kick her off her high horse is Chelsea Green. The former Divas champion is incredibly popular with fans, and her being in the mix with some of the younger talent would be a very smart way to utilize her veteran status.
Yes, I agree. I definitely agree. Nikki Bella. Yeah, 100%. There was speculation about AJ Lee making an appearance as well, but that didn't happen. It's always a lot of speculation leading up to the match, and there was AJ. I forget about any other ones, but I think AJ was the main one.
Next up has Alexa Bliss re-signed with WWE. Now, Alexa Bliss received arguably the biggest pop of the night of the Royal.
Very, very happy to see Alexa Bliss. Very, very happy. Because it was that nostalgia. The first part of her music had played, and it sounded like back in the day, Alexa Bliss, the 2018-19 version of her, where she was a good heel, and she had the music too. She had the music. She had everything. Really, really glad to see Alexa Bliss back, and hopefully, her, cause she still kind of dabbles in the character before when she was she had that little doll Lily, and she still kind of got the little the goth look with it. Hopefully, she just goes completely back to being the Alexa Bliss, the goddess.
Rumble. And Michael Cole even addressed the reports that Bliss hadn't re-signed with WWE. Now, in an update to Bliss's WWE status, the Observer is now reporting that the deal came together last minute. Of course it did. I'm told that Alexa Bliss thing was a late negotiation. I don't believe that because it's pro wrestling. My belief is that they were pulling a swerve. The gist on Alexa Bliss was that her contract, because of the freezing and time off and everything, it was not up, but it was about to be up. So they didn't want to debut her and then have her contract up, because then she kinda has them under a barrel. It's kind of awkward to start someone, put them on TV, and then if you don't come to terms and you don't have a new contract, they disappear. They just figured get the new contract done. Or with Bliss being eliminated by Liv Morgan, logic would indicate that Bliss versus Morgan feud will be WWE's creative plan moving forward.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, as over as Liv is now, and then Alexa Bliss coming back, they both kind of got the same stature, short, blonde. That'll be it's a good matchup.
A WrestleMania showdown between the Judgment Day and the Wyatt 6 has also been rumored for some time.
Right, of course, the tie-in with Bray, and Leslie Bliss, obviously.
And the Bliss and Morgan rivalry could generate well into that. Next up, has Tamina left WWE?
Why is this a thing?
Now, even though Tamina is still listed as an active member of the WWE roster, it's been speculated that she's taken on a new role within the company. Speaking on the No Contest Wrestling podcast, Nia Jax claimed that Tamina is still backstage and she remains a pillar within the locker room.
And she should
doesn't
be.
Get the flat.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's what Natalya, she's going to transition into that eventually at some point. But Natty, she can still go. But it's those women from that era who's been around the last, 15, 16, 17 years.
Now as she deserves, but that woman backstage is a pillar, a rock or so to many of us. We call her Mama Bear because she is just a true Mama Bear. She's kept me up when I stay up, positive when I was trying to be negative, hydrated when I was hungover. I call her my sister because she's truly a sister, and she's kept me on the up and up, even when I wasn't in the company for a little bit when nobody else was.
Yeah, Tamina, nothing but really good things to say. None of anything I say about anybody in the industry is personal, but she's had a few moments that were cringe, but yeah, she seemed like a good person.
There have been no updates on what exactly Tamina's role is backstage, but it's entirely possible that she works as a coach or a producer of sorts. Next up, Jey Uso's son wrestling. The Bloodline legacy could be carried on for many.
The future, right there. Yeah, that was a really good moment. Him and his son.
Years, as according to the 2025 Rumble winner, his son is interested in pursuing pro wrestling. Speaking on Club 520, Main Event Jay revealed, "My little one out there, he's like, Dad, how old do I have to be to wrestle? 18. 5 more years, me and you are going to be like Dom and Rey Mysterio."
I like that.
He's so into it. I feel like he wanted to. I would let him. It's hard, but it's got to be all in. I've got nieces and nephews ready to go. 15, 16, 17, 6'5", 300 pounds. Big Samoa.
The legacy of the Samoan dynasty will not stop. You hear me? They, as we know, the family, it extends. It's just so many of them, and it's just like the pull of the Samoan dynasty is forever. Like, don't expect it to stop anytime soon.
Owen kids. Now, the bloodline definitely runs deep, and it's a strong possibility that the saga is a strong focal point within WWE for many years to come.
I can see it too. It's just kind of like how Ray was with Dominic, because Dominic pretty much grew up in front of us. He grew up in front of the camera throughout the years in different storylines of just being backstage or whatever. So just seeing his son celebrate with him in the next couple years, he'll definitely be in the industry at some point.
Next up, Jacob Fatu breaks character. Jacob Fatu had the performance of a lifetime in the Royal Rumble last night, and
Jacob is a beast.
After his Rumble performance was done, Fatu waited backstage for Jey Uso. In the video uploaded to Instagram by Jimmy Uso.
Yeah, that's a cool moment too. This is breaking kayfabe. Of course, on TV they're on opposite ends, but it's all love. That's why I love about the Samoan dynasty. Also, they are the most loving people. As far as their culture, they're very, very loving, and this was a heartwarming moment.
Fatu could be seen waiting to embrace Main Event Jey Uso, and Jacob would even be sporting a pink Yeet t-shirt. A truly wholesome moment.
Yeah.
Next up, various stars backstage, but not used in the Rumble. Now, there were definitely some big surprises at last night's Rumble, but some names were reportedly in town or expected to be.
And also, Jordan Grace is a part of officially the WWE roster. No more, TNA in and out. No, she's officially in the WWE. And so is Roxanne. Sorry.
In the Rumble, but unfortunately, they weren't used by WWE. Wrestle Purists broke it down saying that Becky Lynch, Omos, Trick Williams, Kairi Sane, and Matt Cardona were all back.
You know what? I heard that. I thought that all these people would be in at some point of the night. JD from New York was, saying how he wanted to see Matt Cardona, which would have made sense because, Chelsea Green is in there. The other names, they should have been. And then, I threw my hat in there thinking that Randy Orton was going to come out. But, no, we haven't seen him since that spot on SmackDown with Kevin Owens.
Stage. But he also made a correction saying that Becky, according to Fightful, said that she wasn't in town. However, PW Insider said that she was expected in town, but I don't think they'd actually ever confirmed that she was spotted over the weekend. Should WWE have used some of these surprises backstage? The return of Matt Cardona to the WWE would have definitely been wild.
Yeah, that would have definitely been cool.
And finally, Omos talks Triple H. Our final story takes a look at a new interview from Omos, who finally disclosed his personal feelings towards Triple H. Omos has been a name that has struggled to obtain TV time since Triple H took over creative, and when Omos was called back to WWE following a successful run in Japan, there was expectation that he would enter the 2025 Rumble. Obviously this didn't happen, and Omos is back to wait for creative direction. Fans have been curious when it comes to the relationship between the Nigerian giant and the game, and Omos was asked about this while speaking to Muscle Man Malcolm. He compliments what I'm doing already and points me in the right direction. He's been a great asset in my career so far, and I'm grateful. Omos has become a fan favorite online over the past few months, and hopefully the former tag champion returns to WWE TV sooner rather than later. But
yeah, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, almost. He has a long future ahead of him. He's still pretty young. He just has to get his reps in, develop something than just being the big guy. But that's it for the video, guys. I appreciate you for making it this far. Hopefully we'll see you again.